Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a reading for my dearest Sagittarius. These are going to be your Cancer full moon predictions. Now, this full moon takes place on the 29th or 30th of December, depending on where you are in the world. The moon represents our emotions and what makes us feel safe and secure, and also represents our ability to nurture ourselves and take care of our emotional needs. In Cancer, the moon returns to its favorite spot in the sky and can express its powers to the fullest. Cancer is the fourth sign of the zodiac, and 2020 was a 4-year, and it represents the home, the heart of who we are, and feeling at home within ourselves. Chiron is also going to be really active under this full moon, reminding us that we don't have to prove ourselves to anyone. We don't need to try to fix things or hold the weight of the world on our shoulders. We need to ask ourselves, where are we overextending or overreaching, or where are we trying too hard? Because these are the areas that will tell us the most about where we have our insecurities. But the Cancer full moon also forms a harmonious angle to Uranus, indicating that we'll receive rewards for our efforts, both in the 3D, and then also we'll see how far we've come and what we've achieved. This full moon lights the path for 2021 and calls for us all to let go of what's been weighing us down. So let's let this full moon soothe and free us, guide us home where all is safe and sound. All right, Sagittarius, so before I get started, I'm just going to ask that you like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also, check out the description box for ways you can get a private reading or other ways you can support this channel. All right, messages for Sagittarius, please, for this full moon in Cancer. Messages for, there's your first card. Look at that, Knight of Wands. Beautiful, powerful, athletic, charismatic, attractive, forceful. There's that fire energy, Sag, that you guys embody. I feel like you have your sights set on someone or something here. Okay, we've got the Hierophant in reverse. Six of Swords, okay. Seven of Wands. The Death card in reverse. Okay. The Ten of Pentacles. And we have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. All right, so the first thing off the bat, Sag, is we do have two sevens coming out. So I do want you to know that in this situation, there's definitely been divine intervention and there's divine guidance all around you. Okay, but for some reason, you may be having difficulties tapping into this. Okay, your overall energy here is the Queen of Cups. So you could have water in your chart, or you could be dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. The Queen of Cups in reverse, though, is a little bit of a warning of any sort of emotional manipulation. So somebody might be, it could be somebody like gaslighting you. It could be somebody who's trying to make you stay in a certain situation or a certain place or a certain relationship, and they're really using like guilt trips, or there's like jealousy, some maybe even projecting things onto you. So it's really important that you're aware of this information, okay? Because I do see that this might involve a marriage or a partnership, Sag, and I feel like you're having a hard time moving on. But let's go ahead and see what else comes through. We have the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, it could be a work situation, or it could be something that you've just put in a lot of time and energy into. Seven of Cups, but there's some sort of confusion here. You could definitely, lots of water in this reading, some sort of confusion. So Spirit's really asking you to choose wisely here. And the Queen of Swords in reverse, I kind of feel like this is the same energy, this Queen of Swords and the Queen of Cups, although you might have a choice to make here between two people. Doesn't have to be, it's feminine energy, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's female. The Queen of Swords in reverse is kind of telling me here that Sag, it's time to cut cords with someone or something, especially as this is the last full moon of 2020. We're moving into 2021. It's like no more emotional blackmail, no more, somebody, like always like accusing you. I'm getting like you're getting accused of cheating, or you're getting accused of doing things that you're not, but it's sort of like a way for this other person to maintain control. Now it could be in a work situation, but for many of you, I do feel like it's in an important relationship. It doesn't have to be romance, but for many of you it will be. It might even be a marriage. So what I'm seeing here is, Sag, you have your sights set on someone or something that's really, I feel like you can't get your mind off of it. This Knight of Wands, this is something he's just powerfully magnetically drawn to whatever it is that he's looking at. You know, it could be also that you're finding out some news here, Sagittarius, that's going to really put you, it's going to be very empowering, but it might also be something that makes you a little bit upset, but it really makes you step into your power, really helps you make a decision, that you're like, you know what, I'm going to burn out the competition, I'm going to do me, whatever this might be. It's a very powerful energy that you're in. Now, in your surroundings, we have the Hierophant in reverse. So this can mean, you know, one of two things. This is Taurian energy, so you might be connected to a Taurus. It could be that you're going through a divorce or separation, or you're thinking about breaking a contract. Okay, this can be anything from, you know, a lease agreement to, you know, a spiritual contract with a karmic partner. So you guys be the judge of that. But the Hierophant in reverse is also all about, you know, the Hierophant represents higher education, represents government organizations, marriage, contracts. But it can also be that there's this desire for you to really express yourself, and we see that here with the Knight of Wands, to really go your own way, despite, you know, what other people have been telling you, and despite, I'm getting some sort of emotional blackmail around you. Okay, it doesn't necessarily have to be that, you know, that somebody's, you know, it doesn't have to be a spouse, it doesn't have to be a boss, but it could be just a feeling, like a guilty feeling about pursuing what it is that really is truly unique to you and what your soul is calling you to do. Either someone's calling you selfish, or maybe there's a belief in you that has felt like, you know, if I do this, this makes me look a certain way or makes me selfish. Maybe, you know, you've been in an overgiving situation for quite some time, Sag, and, you know, that's kind of coming to an end here. But what we do see, what's blocking you, Six of Swords, this is about moving on. So it's either moving on from a job, from a relationship, or a way of thinking. And you really do need to make this decision, because I do feel like, you know, Spirit is going to bless you by following your heart's desire, your passions, what it is you really, that fire in your belly, what you're being called to do, or towards whomever. At the base of this situation, we have the Seven of Wands. So this is, I feel like this is something that you've really worked for. But, you know, Sag, I'm seeing you here feeling as if you're being attacked, okay? You will be successful here, because we do also have the Ten of Pentacles coming out here. So for some of you guys, it's a financial situation. Maybe it's, you know, a job. It could be a marriage, a relationship. But I do feel like you're under attack. But Spirit says, you know what, Sag, you have what it takes. This Knight of Wands is up for a fight. You know, the Knight of Wands is not going to back down, and he's going to be victorious, okay? For others of you, Sag, you guys are really, you're being illuminated to, and I'm really picking up more than Five of Wands energy, Seven of Swords energy, not Seven of Wands energy, Seven of Swords energy, that you may also find that somebody here has been, you know, manipulative, or has been sort of emotionally blackmailing you, or keeping something from you. And I feel like that's going to be illuminated, okay? Now, it could be illuminated to something good or something bad here. Now, in your recent past, we have the Death card. So there's some sort of resistance to change here. You could be dealing with a Scorpio here, but as well, what I'm seeing is that not all is lost. That you might be resisting something because you feel like, you know, no, I've put in so much time and energy into this situation, and I'm really seeing that with the Seven of Pentacles. It could be a job, it could be a relationship, Sag, and you may be holding on to it because it's comfortable. You may be holding on to it because of the amount of time and energy that you've put into it, but I am getting this energy of, you know what, it's time to change things up, okay? Ten of Pentacles is coming from above. Spirit wants you to know that the universe will provide. You're also surrounded by your spirit guides, your angels. You may even have a 3D team in place of people that really support you. And I do see this, you know, you being showered with blessings, that you will always be taken care of there, that the universe will provide for you. Again, it could be in the form of a new job if you're thinking about switching positions, or if you're leaving a contract or a relationship, that you're going to be just fine. Now, in your outcome position, we do have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, which indicates delays and frustrations. Now, for some of you guys, you may have been in a position where you wanted commitment and you were being breadcrumbed, okay? And this was really making you, you know, you put a lot of time and effort into it. You were feeling really confused. Okay. But what was happening is ultimately it was throwing you off your emotional balance, and Spirit is saying, okay, it's time to cut cords. It's time to, regardless of how much time and energy you put into this, understand that, you know, what you're looking for is looking for you, but it may come in a different way, shape, or form. Okay. So let's go ahead and see, you know, because I feel as if you've been really patient here. And I think that you or someone, now feel free to swap the characters. It might be somebody that's really holding on to you, Sag. So we get the Page of Cups coming out. All right, so it could be an apology. It could be somebody's making an offer, or you were making an offer to someone, but I'm feeling like it didn't get to where you wanted it to go with the Eight of Fire, the Eight of Wands. So this is a lot of communication. So I would expect, if you're waiting to hear from someone or about a contract or about a job, again, you might feel a little bit stuck because you're waiting to hear on somebody's response. Some of you guys, this might even be like your master's or your PhD dissertation or something along those lines. And for some of you, it's going to be in love. But things will move very quickly for you and will be very prosperous and abundant. But once you move past whatever this is, okay? Again, somebody may have given you an ultimatum or vice versa about making a commitment here. And we have the Three of Water. So again, this could be energy of reunion. This is celebration. I feel like whatever this communication, this page might be bringing you, and again, lots of water energy in this reading, is going to make you extremely happy. Okay. Now, interesting. We have the Five of Air, but it hasn't been without its difficulties. And I'm really picking up on that with, you know, the Seven of Wands here. Like, you're going to be finding out something about this situation that you didn't know before, that's either going to make it easier for you to move forward or move on. Okay. But what Spirit really wants to highlight here is the importance of reciprocity, that, you know, that you deserve love, that you deserve, you know, to make, you know, what you put into a situation or a relationship or a job is what you deserve to get back. And I feel like with this Five of Swords energy, again, with this Queen of Cups, there's been some sort of manipulation. There's been some sort of bullying. I feel like you've been led to believe something because somebody wanted to maybe keep you stuck or keep you from your highest potential. Now, I know that sounds a little bit insidious or a little bit scary, but it's kind of like, and I'm not sure that it's intentional, but I feel like it could be also somebody that's really holding on to you, Sag, because they're, you know, because it triggers something within them. Okay, if that makes sense. And you get the Nine of Cups. This is beautiful because this is your wish fulfillment. This is, you know, things are going to be coming true. And look, she's got this treasure here. So what you've been looking for is looking for you. Look at that Six of Pentacles. This is the energy I was picking up on from the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, that you will be getting what you wish for, but there will be a need to sort of get some information, illuminate something about this person or this situation, maybe get a response so that you can either move on with them or in the current position you're in, or move on your own. Okay. And it does look like somebody here is coming out of, you know, is very regretful and wants to come out of that energy. Okay. So let's go ahead and see what other advice we have for Sag for this full moon in Cancer. It may also, what I'm getting here is you may have been through a lot. I mean, all of us have been through a lot, so that would make sense. But it might be time for you also to drop your defenses so that you can move forward. Okay, that's what I'm getting, because it might be, you know, the Five of Swords, this Five of Air energy can be about really like, what is it we're fighting for? What are we really holding on to, and why? And is it really worth it? Okay, because I feel like the minute that you you drop any resistance to whether it's to moving on or you know, to being with someone, your heart will know, or stay in a particular situation or move away from it. When you drop that resistance, that's when you're going to see this Eight of Wands, like everything's going to move very quickly. And that's where your Nine of Cups energy comes in, your wish fulfillment. Okay, so we get Groundhog Spirit, time to let go. Yes, so exactly, you know, the messages that I've been receiving here being confirmed. 31 breaking down to a 4. So very sort of Four of Pentacles type energy. Take a look and see what you've been holding on to and why. Is it worth it? You know, the Five of Air is really asking us, is it worth it? Or is there a new direction and order? that doesn't necessarily mean, if this is a romantic situation for you, Sag, it doesn't necessarily mean that that's separation either. You know, maybe it's just, maybe you've had it in your head that, you know, we get married this year, or we move in, or whatever it might be. It's going to be different for all of you. But let go of those sort of expectations. You know, maybe just, and then you're going to see that things sort of fall in place there. Okay, and then we get be fearless and bold. So yeah, another 44 coming out again. This is beautiful energy because dream the world into being. Beautiful. 38 breaks down to an 11. This is about balance. And then we also have 4s on each side. So there's a really nice balance here. I think it's about achieving balance in this situation, but also making sure that you don't ignore what you're passionate about, what you want to do, and really believing in yourself that the universe, the divine, will support you and will provide for you, as long as you're willing to meet them halfway. And there may be something that you let go of. Something, you know, I keep seeing this as the dog, even though this is the badger spirit, but I'm saying be loyal. You know, I think you've been very loyal, almost to a fault, to a particular situation, and now it's really time to focus on you. Okay, that's a message that just keeps coming out. There's a new journey here. 44 is about stability. It's about abundance. So again, you know, this is about perseverance. This is about building in the material world. So whether you're looking for commitment, union, if you're looking for a job, whatever it might be, Sag, it looks like, you know, everything is going to fall in place, but it's time to let go. And this full moon in Cancer is exactly all about that, right? It's about being at home within ourselves, letting go of what no longer serves us, so we don't take that into the new year. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what else comes through. We get past life. This situation involves your past life memories. Yeah, wow, interesting. So for some of you, it might be a karmic situation that you need to let go of. And again, the reason you're having such difficulty doing that is because this isn't the first time you guys have been together. Now, for others of you, whether it has to do with career or finance, whatever it might have to do with, you may have, you know, have stored in your DNA similar experiences. So if you're feeling very, very touched by this situation, believe me, it's because it's happened to you before. All right, now I'm going to pull Romance Angels. Now this can be because it relates to a romantic situation, but these cards we can apply. The advice is always poignant. So let's go ahead and see what else comes through. All right, we get codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. So this is really interesting because, you know, time to let go. You may be in a particular situation, Sag, or you may have stayed in a particular situation because it was comfortable. And you're really, it's like the lesson here is about taking a look at any sort of abandonment issues you might have. If it's not you, it might be your person or the situation. And it doesn't have to be romantic. It can be about being in a job that you really dislike, that's sort of like killing your soul, but you stay there because, you know, it's what you know, or because it pays the bills. Now, there's nothing wrong with being, you know, in doing that, unless it's deteriorating the quality of your life here, okay? And then we get worth waiting for. Yeah, beautiful. So again, I do see that, you know, you might be feeling quite impatient as well about moving forward or waiting for this certain news, because there have been a lot of delays and frustrations, but Spirit's saying divine timing is definitely at work here. And I definitely picked up on that. There's spiritual intervention here. And express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So I feel like this is also just about being really honest and true about what it is you love, what it is you want, where you want this to go. Okay, so these are powerful messages, Sag. I hope you found clarity and guidance in this reading. Thank you for listening. I hope you have a beautiful day. Take care.